get started. NXT started off with Eagle and Chelsea Green walking to the building. And I knew something was up. What about you?
I normally don't like catch it, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay. And it starts off with the three woman, well, not three woman, this is a six woman match, which is the culling with Lola versus Fatal Influence. And what did you think of this match?
It was okay. I like the new Fatal Influence though.
Okay, explain why you like new Fatal Influence.
I don't know. They just feel new. I miss Jasmine though. I'll say that.
Okay. But they won with the same exact way that JC Jane won the title. But but they just knocked out Izzy and Pinder. So yeah, I feel like that's gonna start more drama between Izzy and Tatum.
Yes.
Then we had something that was really fucking funny because it was Grande Americano. And he was talking to Rayo and whatever the other one's name is.
Bravo.
Bravo. But they were speaking Spanish and they had subtitles until Yash Briggs showed up. Eh.
Like I knew the one new Spanish, but I didn't know all the new Spanish. Also,
Hmm.
like the fact that they're a face on NXT.
Their face in AAA.
Yeah, but we don't see Triple A like that though. But they're heel on the main roster. Quote
Yeah,
unquote
like
Raw.
yeah, and it doesn't make any sense. Like the funny part is like it's not they're not even heels on Raw, and a lot of people kind of miss that. If you ever watch when they come out, they get cheered because we're
Yeah.
going to talk about Raw in a minute, and like they got cheered, and it's like they're not heels. They do heel shit. They're not heels.
Same with Dominic and whatever. Like he gets cheered
Yeah,
too.
like yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same shit.
Yeah.
But the reason that they all speak Spanish is because we live in America and we live in a dog shit educational system. That's why. That is extremely why. All three of them are fucking British and they live over there and they teach them more than one language and it's the norm. When British people come over here and find out the shit that we know in schools, they fucking laugh at us. Like this, like this is the stupid. This is the fucking stupidest shit. I'm not even gonna get into this fucking bullshit. We're the fucking dumbest piece of shit country in the world. Moving on.
Side note on that though, I don't think
Hmm.
Ludwig is British though.
But he's European.
Yeah.
European. That makes it even worse because Europeans is way more smarter than any of us. Like, what the fuck is
Yes.
going on?
Yes.
Like, like America's fucking stupid. Like, we're fucking stupid and we don't fucking learn anything. So then we get Li Zhanguli challenging Kelani Jordan. And this was weird because like I saw it on Twitter before it happened. I was like, oh, okay, she's challenging her. But then like when we find out what happens later on, you're like, what the fuck? That didn't make any fucking sense.
Exactly.
So then we had Rin Sinclair, Kindle Gray, um, Kamra Petrovich, and Tyra May Steele all in the back, and they're talking, and they're just having a conversation. And listen, Nikita Lyons is in the back, and she's like, you can see her, and she's just there. And like, she's been in the back of like every women's segment, and she does nothing. She does nothing.
You're fired.
Soon. And then Kalani Jordan comes up, and she starts talking shit to them. And then she comes out and cuts her promo as the new evil heel Kalani Jordan. They say it was all your fault, guys. You made me do this. It was all you. And it's like, Kalani, Kalani, if you would have said that 3 months ago, I'd have been like, yeah, it was all them. It was like it was actually their fault. This time you turned face and then you slightly turned heel and then you just went back face and then you was like, no, fuck it, I'm face. I'm a heel. It's like, well, nobody turned you. You just was weird about it and it just happened eventually.
Yeah, that's all her. Although I
Yeah, it's
like the
like
promo, but yeah, you're right. It made no sense because it was her.
yes. And then your favorite tag team, OTM, was
Fuck out
talking
of here.
shit. You love OTM because you want them to win the tag titles, but then Chase,
I will beat your
you get
fucking
stuff.
ass.
You want the tag title. You want that. You know you want it. Stop.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
I actually thought they got released.
Damn, dude. What the fuck? But fucking Chase U comes up to them and they start talking shit, which means they're gonna have a match.
Yay, I
And
guess.
yes. So then we had Grande Americano versus Josh Briggs. And Americano beats Josh Briggs with the help of Ryo and Bravo.
I
And
didn't see it any other way. So, of course he
yeah,
would.
but like the funny part was like, what the fuck is his name? What is his name? Fucking
Josh Briggs?
no, the guy he's beefing with,
Um, um,
Tavion Heights.
yeah.
Tavion Heights, yeah. Tavion Heights came and he distracted Josh Briggs because he's beefing with him, and I'm like, okay, cool, like, yeah, just I just want this to be over. So, yeah. Then we get Kalani Jordan talking shit to Ava, and she's like, Ava, you can't make matches for me because you're not my general manager. I'm the champion of TNA. You can't make matches. So then Tyra May Steele comes up and she's like, Ava goes, you know what? You're gonna have a match against her. And so she moves on. Then we had Miles Bourne talking to Ricky Saint saying, hey Ricky, when you done with him, leave me some because I want to take a chick. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Who cares?
You didn't have to do that. You
Hmm?
didn't have to do that.
Oh, I should have just left that part out. All right. Yeah, so nothing happened between Miles and Trick. Yeah, that's what you were talking about that part. All right, cool.
Nothing. Go ahead. Move on.
So that was a thing. And then we had Trick and Ricky talk. This actually upset me. This upset me really bad
Why?
because they start talking. It did. Ricky goes, all right, Trick, I know you're in the building. I'm gonna go find you. He literally walks right out the room. Now, if you watch this, Trick is still sitting down. Ricky walks out the room. The next thing you see is Ricky getting beat up by Trick. And it's like, there's no way they were standing next to each other because they came from two different sides. But why the fuck was Trick still sitting down and still got the jump on Ricky?
Bad editing.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, you see Trick still sitting there when Ricky was like, I'm coming to get you. He moves, and the next thing you see is Trick beating his ass. You're like, how the fuck you was sitting down? How the fuck you get up? I was lost. I was
And your
fucking
ass.
lost. So then we had Zarya in a speed match. And this is kind of weird. Like it's kind of weird because of everything that's going on, especially the way Zarya is. This is it's kind of weird because she takes on Ren Sinclair and she beats Ren Sinclair, and then after the match, she's looking at Soul. I'm gonna get your title back. I promise. I'm gonna get your title back. And she just kept looking at her, pointing at her. It's like, dude, this is like you're gonna kick her ass, or like you're getting the title back for her. Like, which one is going on? because it was kind of confusing.
What made it worse and made it feel like she's going heel, the fact that she faced Ren. They're both faces at the moment.
But here's the thing about that though.
Hmm.
This is a tournament, so everybody can face everybody. So it's not like
No, of
nailed down.
course. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're right about that. It just the narrative kind of feels that way. You know what I mean? With her yelling at her, like you said, and just her facing Ren. Like they're kind of like hinting at it. Might be a red herring though.
Yeah. So then we had Tyra May Steele versus Kalani Jordan, and Kalani cheated because Kalani's the heel, and it's fine.
Yeah,
So we said that Xylee, she wants to face Kalani Jordan for the title, but
yeah.
Santino Marella says you're gonna face Xylee and somebody else. I forgot who the other person was. I want to say Zaya Brookside.
That's what I want to say too. Like I'm trying to think. I forgot who.
Yeah, he turned it into a three-way against Kalani Jordan at Gold Rush. And I'm like, the fuck is going on here? That was weird.
Even weirder though. Okay,
Uh huh.
Kalani said, "Oh, you can't make matches for me because you're not my general manager, right?"
Uh huh.
How can Santino make a match on a pay per view that's not his?
Because he literally said, I talked to Ava, and she said you could have a match. He
Yeah,
said he did say that.
yeah, no, I know he said that, but it's still like it should be the other way around. Ava spoke to Santino
Yes,
and gave her permission because it's her pay per view.
true. So then we had Zarya and Soul talking, and Soul is apparently going to be cleared soon. And then Blake Monroe comes in and starts talking shit. And then after she's talking with Ava, and Ava's like, "Well, you're gonna have to defend your title against her," and she was like, "Well, next week I'll talk to my better half," and walks off. And Ava was like, "Your better half," and I'm like, "Your better half? What? Who is her better half?"
My theory, right? You
Hmm.
know how we have like the pretty her, like all like and all that shit, right? But then
Yeah.
once in a while we get that like the demonic version of her and whatever.
Hmm.
It's that.
So, okay, that's a good theory, but I have this weird ass theory. I have this weird theory
Okay.
that is Booker T. And I don't mean like people like immediately was like, oh, what do you mean like better half like your boyfriend? No, no, no. It's just her better half. Like it has nothing to do with any relationship, anything at all. It's going to be Booker T interviewing Blake Monroe. It's going to be something that's like so stupidly dumb, but like it makes sense. It's just gonna be something really dumb, and you're gonna be like, oh, that makes sense, but it's also dumb, but like it makes sense. So then we had two friends face each other, which was Javon Evans versus Saquon Sugars.
I wonder how many people
And
actually know that.
not many, not many. And this match was good, of course. Like it's not going to be good with these two,
Yeah.
but Javon gets the win because they're still building Javon up for. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Right
But
now it
like,
seems like the tag team titles because
no, no,
he a dual
I
champ.
know that, but like they're still building him up for Solo. And something Ava said when she was talking, she said, "I still have to pick my people to be in the John Cena Memorial Tournament."
He's one.
And that clicked in my head immediately. Was like, oh, they could put Javon in it.
Yep.
So I mean, that could be your reason that he's getting wins.
Yep.
So then we had Izzy and Tatum talking, and they kept saying, "Tatum, you can't just defend your title against anybody. You can't defend your title against anybody." She goes, "You know what, guys? You're right. I can't." But it's just one more thing I gotta do. It's just one more thing. Trust me, just one more thing. And then after that, I won't defend my title against any randos. And she just ran off. Dude, I cracked the fuck up.
Who the fuck is she gonna defend the title against now?
That was hilarious. So then we get to the main event segment. And it's the big celebration for Ethan Page and Chelsea Green. And it's a big cake in the ring. And everybody is like, we know. We know what's going to happen. And the funny part, they also knew what was going to happen. So they grabbed sticks and they were going to hit Joe Hendry because they thought Joe Hendry was in there. And then they said his name and he appeared in the rampway. And as soon as he
Nice.
appeared, I was like, I know exactly who's in the cake. I was like, I know exactly who's in the cake. I even knew exactly what she was going to wear. I was like, I know who's in the cake. And he challenges them for the mixed titles. And the cake opens and it's Thea, dressed as Joe Hendry.
That was awesome.
Did you see that coming, or was that like just out of nowhere for you?
Like as soon as I saw what you call it, Joe on the rampway, I knew it was gonna be Thea. I
Hmm.
didn't know she was gonna have the whole Joe aesthetic, including music.
Yeah, like I knew it because I just like the moment he stepped out, I was like, Thea's gonna pop out the cake and Thea's gonna be dressed just like him. I was like, that's exactly what's gonna happen, and I knew it.
Yeah, that part I didn't see coming.
Yeah, no, that shit was awesome. Like, 'cause it just was so stupid. It's like one of those things. Is like, yeah, this is stupid wrestling. I get it. Just so that was NXT, and now we shift over to Monday Night Raw, and CM Punk comes out, and CM Punk celebrates his title win, and he's so happy. He talks about his wife, he talks about her ass, and he talks about all of this stuff, and then all of a sudden he's talking about people stepping up before the championship. He did the title swing, and he said, Seth, I hope your shoulder heals up, and I hope you come back. But don't fuck with me when you come back. But I hope you come back, and I hope you're safe.
Which means you're gonna fuck with him when he comes back.
No, he's not, because he got bigger fish to fry. And then all of a sudden, Punk was talking about defending his title, and then Logan Paul comes out, and Punk is like, "No, not you. Why? Why you? Why the fuck are you here?" He literally said, "Why the fuck are you here?" He didn't say it on the mic, but he said it. He's like, "Why the fuck are you here?"
Punk is fucking hilarious.
Yes. So Logan Paul looks like he wants a challenge for the title, but then the Vision comes out, and they start talking shit about kicking Logan Paul's ass and Punk's ass because they want the world title. And so the Vision come in. Logan Paul goes, "Nope, I'm not in this shit," and he walks off. And the Vision starts beating up Punk, and Logan Paul's like, I'll go back and help him." And then he goes back and helps and gets beat up by the Vision, and Punk clears the ring with a chair. And at that moment, there was a collective sadness over the whole wrestling universe because they thought Logan Paul was turning face.
He's a lame ass face, by the way, because like that running was like the lamest running I've ever seen. Worse than the Jeff Hardy one with the music. Worse than
Yeah,
Vampiro.
you know what's funny about that? Like the fans, they didn't go, "Yay!" Like they typically went, "Yeah, we hate you, but you're saving Punk, so yeah." I was like, "That's fucked up."
I even text you. I'm like, I guess he's face now. Like no
It,
enthusiasm.
it, it just was so weird. So then we had a tag match with Stephanie Vicker and Nikki Bella versus the Judgment Day. And the match is going on, and the whole time I'm just saying, I need Raquel versus Stephanie. I need Raquel versus Stephanie. And so Raquel's beating up Stephanie on the outside. And in the ring, Roxy hits the pop rocks and pins Nikki Bella. And at that moment, I was like, okay, we're getting Roxy versus Stephanie, but we should get Stephanie versus Raquel. We need to get Stephanie versus Raquel. And we find out later. So then we get CM Punk talking to Jay Uso. And he's like, listen, man, no hard feelings about what happened. Yeah, all right, cool. Listen, stuff. All right, cool. And they had a tag match later. What?
At that moment, I'm like, yeah, Jay's turning.
Like that's what I thought too, but like later on something else gave me like a more of a credence of like, oh, he's gonna turn. But then it's like, nah. So then we had Grande Americano versus Penta. And it was a good match because it was a lucha match. And Penta got the win.
Yep,
And it was okay. Then we had the
pretty good match.
Kabuki Warriors talking about how they're gonna kill Bailey and Lyra. We're gonna kill you because we want to go after those tag titles. We're gonna get you. And then we had Dom come out, and Dom came out and he was talking shit. And then Ray came out and was like, "You're not the king of the luchadors. You're not El Santo. You're not Blue Panther. You're not Eddie Guerrero." And Dom goes, "Keep my father's name out your mouth."
Best line ever.
Dude, I popped so hard.
Me too.
And they just like going back and forth. And so Ray beats him up, and I immediately got pissed because I kind of see where they're going, and if they're going this way, I'm gonna be pissed because
Okay.
I see that they're probably going in Ray versus Dominic, but it looks like it's gonna be at Survivor Series because, like I said, that's in San Diego.
Yeah.
I would rather them do that match next week. I would rather them do this match next week and be like, okay, we're gonna have Ray versus Dom next week. They have the match, and then Cena comes out and just fucks Dom up, and then he goes, Dom, you know what? Screw this. You're the Intercontinental Champion. I never had the title. Me and you at Survivor Series. Dude, that would be great because that would set the stage for Dom to be like the guy, especially in his hometown. It would be great.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah, so that's what I want, but I don't know if they're going there.
Are we getting it?
We may be getting it because like there's still a chance.
Okay.
So then we had Lyra and Bailey talking, and Lyra's happy, and she's like, "Yo, Bailey, we got this." And Bailey's like halfway heal, and then she like snaps back into hugger Bailey. She's like, "Yeah, we got this." I'm like, "Oh, she's gonna turn on her."
I thought the same thing.
Yes, and then Becky comes out and cuts a promo about how she's gonna beat Maxine, and I didn't realize this until I was watching something earlier, and I was like, how did I not pick up on this because of like all of the stuff that I do? I was like, how did I not pick up what Becky has been putting down? Like, I guess because like I separate the two things like completely, well, try to, and I just like, wait a minute, that is like I know that bar for bar bullshit that she's saying, and I was like, this is like bar for bar bullshit. I'm not joking. It's like bar for bar bullshit that Donald Trump says. It's bar for bar bullshit, and like I'm like, no, that's not. I was like, and the reason like it fucks me up is because Becky is so opposite of what Trump is, but it's like bar for bar the same exact Trump speeches, and it's like, oh my god, like she's just ripping off Trump. Like this is fucking wild.
I mean, if it worked for her being a heel.
It does. It does. It works for her. And it's just, it actually boggles my mind that, like, the people who haven't caught on to it, that are like, we hate this Becky thing, but it's like, they actually like Trump because it's like the same exact thing. It's the same bullshit. Like, it's just somebody lying and just propping itself up for no fucking reason. Yeah, it's just complete bullshit.
It's some weird opposite shit then, because if Trump supporters don't like it, I'm not a Trump supporter, and I absolutely love her as a heel, especially this rendition of it.
Oh, I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it because it's like, it's the same generic bullshit. There's no depth to the character. It's just whiny. I'm better than everybody. Look at me. Look at what I've done. I've done this, but your accomplishment are like completely shallow. So it's like there's nothing there for me to grab onto. Be like, oh, you're a complex heel. It's none of that. It's just she's just saying things and just being annoying. And I understand it's getting heat, but it's like I want more from my heels, and it's like, and I know you can do better, and it's like that's why I want Becky to do better, and it's just like it just kind of sucks to me.
Okay.
So she's leaving, and she bumps into the Kabuki Warriors, and at that moment, I was like, okay, we're starting to put together the War Games teams,
Yes.
and so the Kabuki Warriors beat Lyra and Bailey because why not? They're going to get a title shot because right after the match, Lexi and Charlotte come out, and Kabuki Warriors challenge them for a title match. And I'm like, aha, aha. So then we get the Judgment Day in the back of the clubhouse, and we find out Raquel next week will be taking on Stephanie Vicaire. That's gonna be great.
Like it is, but I don't know. Like due to what happened earlier in the show, I feel like it should have been Roxy. But
Okay,
you know,
but that's the thing. There's a reason for this. Like everything is gonna happen, like all of this stuff that's gonna happen,
mhm.
it's a reason for this, and I like the way that they're doing this because if they do it the right way, this all plays into the fucking greater story.
Yeah,
Because you have this happening with Raquel and Stephanie, but then Nikki's gonna turn on Stephanie. Then we're gonna have Nikki versus Stephanie, but then we're gonna have Roxy versus Stephanie. And when we get Roxy versus Stephanie, she's gonna beat her for the title. She's gonna run around, haha, I'm the champion, yay! And then here comes Liv Morgan, and we go right to it.
yeah,
Like
true.
all of this plays into the bigger story. Like it just plays into the bigger story. So I'm like, I'm cool with all of this because it gives Stephanie enough meat on her championship win to be like, oh, she just didn't win the title, and it was like, ah, fuck off. She gets some wins, and then it goes into the, oh, we have another story with Roxy and Liv finally happening because in this segment when Finn was talking to JD and I mean not Finn, Dom was talking to Finn and JD, they were trying to tell him, yo, like, don't fuck us over because we got a tag match later. But then they left, and Dom was talking to Roxy, and in the background was the live picture.
Yeah,
And
they seem to forget all about her.
exactly. So then we had AJ Lee beating Finn and Dom for the IC title. And then Nikki Bella comes out and talks to Stephanie and goes, listen, I don't think I have it anymore. I suck. I'm not good. I can't hang with these women. I thought I could. Oh man, woe is me. And Stephanie goes, Nikki, we all look up to you. Nothing bad. Like, you don't suck. You're good. You got this. And she goes, thank you. And she gives her a hug. And it's like, she's going to turn on you next week. Definitely.
At that moment, I figured out Stephanie's a big Eddie Guerrero fan because she lied her ass off.
Yes, she did. So then we had Jay talking to Paul Heyman, and Heyman was like, "Yo, listen, dog. Either you're with us or you're against us. And if you're against us, we're gonna run you down." He was like, I always thought of you as one of the good ones. I thought you was smart. You were always the next in line. That's why Roman had you next to him. But, make your choice. And he goes, I respect you, OG. And I was like, oh, okay.
That kind of said it right there too.
Yeah. Adam Pearce announced the first two matches in the John Cena Memorial Invitational Tournament. And it's Rusev versus Damian Priest and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sheamus. How do you feel about those matches?
Both are bangers. I thought to myself, and you reminded me, Shinsuke and Cena apparently faced each other before. Uh,
Yep.
I would love to see that match though, because I don't remember it. Uh, I'm kind of anticipating Rusev versus Damien for like side reasons.
Yeah, no, yeah, that, like, thinking about that was like, oh, yeah, like, I want to see that. Like, soon as they announced that match, I was like, that's going to be oh my God, why did they do that? That's exactly what I said as soon as they announced it. I was like, that's going to be oh my God, why did they do that?
Like
And
I seen a
it's going to
meme,
happen.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Because, like, the moment it happened, I was looking at it, I was like, that's a big, and then I realized who it was. I was like, oh, that's not good. That's no bueno.
No bueno at all.
But they're gonna be banging matches. Like, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So then we had the main event, which, like, I totally thought that sometimes these Raw shows that have like a banger match in the middle, and you're like, oh, the show's over, and then they're like, no, there's a main event. Like, well, what the fuck else is there to do?
Yeah, I felt that
So
way too.
yeah, Jay and Punk versus Division, and shit's going down the whole time. I'm like, Jay's gonna turn. Jay's gonna turn. They just beat the dog shit out of Jay. Punk's in there by himself against Division, and oh my God, here comes Logan Paul with the brass knucks, and he hits CM Punk.
Who didn't see that coming?
Like, to be honest, I did. I seen it.
No, I said
Like,
who didn't see it coming.
oh, who didn't see it coming?
Yeah.
Uh, People who thought that he was gonna heel turn, and that was like five people. And so then he gives the brass knuckles to Paul Heyman. And so Paul Heyman's like, oh, okay. So now it looks like he's with the Vision, and if they're going with the War Games team, he's replacing Seth Rollins, and we're gonna go from here.
Meh.
Like, I really do, like, I honestly don't want this fucking War Games team. I would rather them go in a different direction and have Logan Paul face CM Punk at Survivor Series. Have that match, and then go in the opposite direction with the MFTs versus Sammy and them. But for some reason, they're like, we might not do that. It's I don't know, man. I don't know.
Say my it's I don't know.
The bad part is, like, I don't kind of give a shit about War Games this year, like, at all, because, like, none of these teams like make me go, oh, I want to see that. None of this happens. I don't care. Like, in War Games is my favorite match of all times, and it's like I do not give a shit about it. I don't. It's like super cool to me.
That's the sad
And
part.
yeah, it's weird, and it's like I'm not looking forward to the because it's like they shoehorn it in. It's like, hey, we got this. Hey, you have to stick somebody in this. And it's like, no, have a real feud. Like, the first 2 years, it was like real feuds. People was hating on each other, and then they got into War Games. It was like, oh, this is actually cool. This time it's just like, we're just gonna shoehorn some bullshit. And
The
it's like,
NXT ones were the
why?
best ones to me.
I hate that. Like, fucking make it feel special. Like, I hope next time they make it feel special.
Yeah.
And so on Dynamite, it opened up with Tony Schiavone in the ring. And I knew exactly what was going to happen because it was too obvious. Like Tony's in the ring and he's talking, and all of a sudden Samoa Joe comes out and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck you up because I know what you did last week." And Tony's like, "Hold up, wait a minute now. That wasn't me." He was like, "No, I saw the video. I saw what you said. I know what's going on." He's like, "Wait, wait, wait, wait." And to anybody who doesn't know, Tony Schiavone was talking, and he told actually what happened with him and Hangman. He said Hangman came to him and said, "Hey, I got an idea," and he asked Tony Schiavone to do everything that he needed to do. He even watched Tony Schiavone walk just to get down his walk. That is that's a great man. Hangman is great.
Side note, since it was a Halloween thing, when you said, I know what you did last week, I could have sworn you were going to say, I know what you did last summer.
Well, I mean, if it was summer, that would have been fun, and I would have said that. So then Hangman comes out, beats up Joe, and then Eddie Kingston and Hook come out to help. And they decide, hey, we're fighting you guys later on, and it's a non-title match. Why don't you guys stop being bitches and put the title on the line? And so Joe and them goes, fuck it, all right, we'll do it.
I think Hook actually like really said that shit.
Yeah, he did. And I just was like, okay. And Tony Schiavone did something earlier in the day on Twitter, and I literally was like, this could have been fun, but also this is one of the I'm stuffing shit into war games, especially with the women. It's like I don't like the way this was done because to get the man advantage, they're having matches. They're having three matches, and you have to win two out of the three matches to get the man advantage. And I'm like, that's stupid. That is really fucking stupid. But
Too
it's
much.
content though, is because it's matches, but it's really fucking stupid.
Complicated.
It it is way too complicated, and also he lied. He lied because he said there was going to be two women's matches on the show tonight. He said it was going to be the Mina Shirakawa match, and then it was also going to be Jamie versus Sky Blue.
Yeah.
Then they both were like to get the advantage thing. But apparently he just wiped that match off and said, "Hey, that's going to be on Collision." So the men's one was Orange Cassidy versus Claudio Castagnoli, and Claudio Castagnoli beat Orange Cassidy. I was like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense because you can't have like a fucking clean sweep. You have to have like at least a good 1-1, and then you're like, oh, we need a tiebreaker."
You say that, but like it'll be that one time it'd be like a clean sweep.
I honestly hope that the girls have a clean sweep. I really do. I
Yeah.
hope they have a clean sweep, but they're not. So after Claudio wins, we go to the back and we get Don Callis with Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher. And Mark Briscoe wants another shot at the title. And Don Callis goes, you know what? He's like, I got an idea. And he's like, no, no, no. I'm not going to get rid of you. I don't want you to get fired because you got like 17 kids. But if you're going to have this match, you put something on the line. And if you lose, you become part of the Don Callis family. And I'm like, okay, he's definitely not losing now. And I know people are like, it's like 100 people in the Don Callis family. True. But the way he said it made me go, he's definitely that's not happening.
They don't need any more people either. Like fuck that.
Yeah, and I still think they're doing a best of seven with these guys because I
Yeah.
think this is what's going to happen. Briscoe's going to win. He's going to win the title, but then Kyle Fletcher's going to be like, nah, nah, fam, like rematch.
I agree.
So then we get the Young Bucks talking to Don Callis and Josh Alexander because they're going to be in $1 million match. The Bucks and Josh Alexander versus Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express. And so Don Callis is basically saying, "All right, come on, you should do it. You guys should join the Don Callis family." And he brings out the whole family, like, "Ha ha ha!" And they're like, we don't know." And then Okada's there, and he's like, "You should join." They're like, I don't know about this." So we're getting the Bucks face turn.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Yippee!
And like a Okada mega heel turn, like he's gonna fuck them up.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I don't either.
So then we get the tag team match for the tag team tournament. It is the Babes of Wrath versus Mercedes and Athena. And the match is going. Billy comes out to cause a ruckus. But because Billy comes out, that brings out Chris Statlander. And Chris Statlander runs off Mercedes. Mercedes runs off. So it's just Athena in the ring by herself. And she gets pinned by Harley Cameron.
Crazy match.
Yes, so Harley Cameron pinned Athena. They go on to the next round, and also that means Harley Cameron pinned the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, so she should be getting a title match eventually.
That was gonna be my question to you.
Yes. So then Tony Schiavone comes back out and says, "Oh yeah, that announcement I was trying to make. We have a new title, the national title, and that title will be defended in other companies. And at Full Gear, the winner of the Casino Battle Royal will be the champion. And here are two people that's already in it: Shelton Benjamin and Bob Lashley."
That fucked me up a little bit. Like, wait, they're fighting against each other?
Well, they're gonna have to because they're gonna be in the Battle Royal.
Yeah,
And then MVP is doing the promo, and he keeps calling it the International Championship. And it's
that's what
like,
I
no,
heard.
it's the National Championship. And he's like, no, 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 it's the International because I keep saying it. And then Ricochet comes out and starts talking shit, and he says, listen, I said you guys wasn't going to win the title, and I'm going to make sure you don't win the title. So I'm in this battle royal too. Y'all are never winning the title, and you guys are old, and I don't know what I'm saying, and I suck at what I do. And I'm just like, okay,
Man, you're not wrong.
yeah, I'm not wrong. Then we get Jack Perry and Luchasaurus, and they put $100 with a knife in it on the table, and they're baiting the Young Bucks. I don't know why. Like Jack Perry wants them to go good, so like he keeps fucking with them, and it's like I want them to go good, but Luchasaurus just wants money. So yeah.
He tried to take the money. He was like, leave it. And
hmm
ah,
So then we had another match in the best of three series. It was Daniel Garcia versus Darby Allin. Now this pissed me off because Daniel Garcia fucks up Darby Allin. He kicks his ass. And then he gets in the ring. Pac comes out to help. And you're like, okay, Daniel Garcia is going to win. Darby gets back in the ring. So he gets put in a sharpshooter by Daniel Garcia. Darby turns it around to the Scorpion Deathlock. And Daniel Garcia taps. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the motherfucker out of here. And then Darby gets his ass kicked more. Then everybody comes out to help. They get their ass kicked, and it looks like Kyle O'Reilly hurt his leg. I don't know if it's real or not, or he just was faking, but he was just walking around limping after fucking Moxley kicked him in the ankle.
when did Darby become a submission specialist out of nowhere?
When his dad gave him the massive courage, okay, and Excalibur said something, and like he's not wrong technically, but he is wrong because he was talking about DCKO, and he said, "Yeah, pick up this week's issue of DCKO where it's Batman versus Robin," and it's like, technically you're wrong. Technically you're wrong because it's Batman versus Batman. So
Yeah.
technically you're wrong. It's, it is Dick Grayson, but it's Batman versus Batman. Technically you're wrong. You're
Yep.
technically wrong. So no, he's not Robin. You're wrong. Anyway, so we had FTR out there and they were talking shit, and then they're looking for Brodito, but listen, here we go. Stokely's in the back. He's laying on a door that doesn't have a lock. It doesn't have a lock. It opens from the outside. It opens from the inside. It doesn't have a lock. But he's laying on the door to keep Brody King and Bandito in, and they're knocking on the door. Oh, let us out! So FTR goes on the outside and talks shit to Bandito's mom, and Bandito's mom slaps FTR with the lightest slap she ever. Because like she felt like I didn't want to hurt these people. She goes, and Dax Seltzer's like, "Oh my God, you hurt me!" And then Gravity jumps over the railing, and Gravity is like, "You're not gonna hurt my mom." Wait, was it his mom or was it Abuela?
It was his mom.
Okay, his mom.
Because
So Gravity
Gravity
jumps,
is his
brother.
what you call brother, yeah.
Yeah. So Gravity's like fighting. Then all of a sudden, Brody King just punches through the door and opens the door, and here comes Brodito to run off FTR.
The only thing I didn't like about this, how
Hmm.
long it took him to fucking punch the door.
Yes, because like he should have been punched the door. He should have went straight through that bitch,
I would have been done it.
right?
Not
So
unless he was waiting for fucking Brodito to get pissed off and whatever, because the way he was talking to his mom.
yeah. So then we get Tony Storm coming out to do commentary, and she's talking, and Excalibur is saying something, and she goes, "Excalibur, why come you never called one of my orgies?" And everybody went silent.
Brian Danielson was like, "Excuse me."
You're like, "Yeah, what are my orgies?" Like, okay, that was hilarious.
Like he didn't
So
say anything else until like they said his name.
yes, it was fucking hilarious. So then we get Mina Shirakawa coming out. And I know somebody's like, Mina Shirakawa, she's not in this match. Well, apparently Queen Aminata is hurt and injured. So she won't be in Blood and Guts or these qualifying matches. So Mina Shirakawa is the replacement.
I'm okay with her in this match. I don't like how like already two people got injured
Yeah,
before the
because
match.
Panoply and Queen Aminata before the match even started.
Yeah.
It feels like this is cursed.
Mm-hmm.
So Megan Bain comes out. She's taking on Mina Shirakawa. But in the middle of the match, Marina Shafir, this is the fucking funniest shit ever. Marina Shafir comes out, chokes out Tony Storm. Tony pushes her off, beats the dog shit out of Marina Shafir, the one who came and kicked her ass. She's beating the fuck out of Marina Shafir. And fucking Megan Bain beats Mina Shirakawa. But it was like, how the fuck you get your ass beat when you came out to beat somebody's ass? From behind, mind you.
Because it's Marina Shafir.
Dude, that shit was fucking funny. So then all the women come out to fight, but then Mercedes comes out like, nope, and runs to the back again.
But Chris Stanton caught her.
Yes. So then we get to the main event for the trios title. Everybody's fighting, and somehow Hook gets injured. Hook gets hurt. So Hook's on the outside. Like they're doing all this fighting, and Hook winds up in the ring at the end, and Will Hobbs puts him in a torture rack, breaks his back, and Will Hobbs also power bombed Hangman, so they now have a fucking last man standing next week. Now, I'm saying this right now.
Hmm.
I have a fucking theory.
Okay.
I have a weird theory. And people are gonna be like, no, this doesn't make any sense. Hook tapped out 2 weeks in a row, back to back. Not even a little bit. Back to the fucking ops.
Yeah.
Back to the ops. And this time he tapped out really fast. Somebody's gonna be like, but his back was hurt and they put him in a torture rack. This way he tapped out. Dude, I have a theory.
Hmm.
I have a theory that he is with the ops.
Same.
Because this feels too weird. Like, because if, like, okay, he was out most of the fucking match, did nothing. And it's like, why are you out most of the match? And you're the one who gets tagged in and taps. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. And like, soon as he got put in the torture rack, you're like, doo tap. I'm like,
Remember,
uh.
he was like a original op.
Yes, and he's like was beefing with Joe because you kicked me out. I don't like that. I'm like, Doug, something is up. Like something is fucking up.
Because he technically didn't kick him out. It was just the fact he got hurt. So like he needed somebody.
Yeah, that's what's fucking me up. It's like something is off here. I can't fucking put my finger on it. And I'm like, he's with them. And like I don't know how it's gonna manifest, but it's gonna manifest some fucking way. And everybody's gonna be like, oh shit, I didn't see this coming. I'll be like, nah, it was right there. It was all there.
Yep. He's gonna be a double
Like,
agent, like for
fuck,
real.
man. Like this is fucking weird. I hate it. Like, I hate it because like I wanted Hook to do something on his own, be on his own, be his own guy, but they just like, nope, we're gonna just rope you back in with the ops. And it's like, even the Eddie Kingston, like, I think it was boring as fuck because like I said, I wanted Hook to be on his own, do his own thing, be his own Hook. I don't I don't want him with anyone. I just want him to like grow and show up on his own. He needs his own thing, even though people say he can't cut a promo, which I mean he has to learn somehow, some way, some he has to learn. He has to learn, and he's not gonna learn by being coded with somebody else, being like, see, he's with this guy. Look, see, he's with this guy, and it's like, let him stand on his own, let him be his own thing, let him get his feet under himself. Let him be something. This is it's pissing me off, man. It's pissing me off because it's like right there, and it's like, nope, we're gonna snatch this from you. Now you're gonna have to watch this.
Like the only way would be like to put him with somebody like a manager, mind you, like a Stokely or something, someone that could speak for him. But like he'll slowly like get into it and learn.
No, I want him with no one. Like I don't want him with a Stokely. I don't want him with. I want him to be on his own because if you're out there on your own, you'll learn because you'll learn from repetitions by yourself. It's not like someone is making you something. If you if you have Stokely, that's a cheat code. Like you're not learning, you're not growing by yourself. That's a cheat code. I don't like that. Like Hook has potential to be something, but you just have to let him grow on his own. And they're not doing that, and it's kind of pissing me off.
Cause I actually like Hook.
I do too. And I just think that
Yeah.
he just needs to be on his own so he can grow, like do his own journey. Not the oh, I'm so sad, Hook, I can choke people out in 2 seconds. No, he gets his ass beat and be like, listen, I don't want nobody around. I need to find myself. And each week he's just like growing back into a version of Hook or a new version of Hook where he's just like, all right, I'm getting it. And he just like starts cutting promos and like getting like starting to have confidence in himself and getting back to normal. Like, because whatever this is just not working for me. I'm not all right with this.
Yeah.
Like I really want him to like I really want him to do better, but they're gonna throw him with the ops, and he's gonna be the third man on the ops, and it's
Fourth.
fourth man on the ops. Whatever, I don't care. I don't give a shit. So that was that, and Ishii is injured.
Oh
Ishii
shit.
is injured, and he got injured in an AEW ring, and no one would have known unless he was in the New Japan Tag Tournament that he's supposed to be in. But he's injured, so they had to tell everybody, "Hey, he's injured. He's not going to be in this tournament." Sorry, guys, he got injured in an AEW ring. Oh, okay.
Damn it, AEW.
It's just like, okay, yeah, all right, that's great, guys. Yeah, yeah, all right.
Unexpected.
And so, according to Fightful reported that on Saturday, but I already knew this and I kind of alluded to this, that we will find out who the last opponent for Tanahashi will be. And they said it's kind of looking like the holdup is through negotiations, which has everybody going, okay, there's a shot it could be Nakamura. There's a
Yeah.
shot it could be Nakamura. And like I said, I'm just waiting because like there's still a huge chance it's just gonna be like, nah, it's gonna be Okada, fuck you. But the way that they keep dragging this out, they keep dragging this out. It could be Nakamura. I hope it's Nakamura, and like this would shake a lot of shit up and make everybody go, oh, this is yeah, this is cool.
Nakamura sounds really interesting in this case.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be excited because every New Japan fan that I know has been like super leery of like we want this, but we don't know if we should get excited for it, but we really want this. And I know someone is like, well, Okada was champion there. To a lot of fans, especially the Westerners, Okada left a really bad taste in everybody's mouth the way he left. Yeah, they're gonna pop when he comes back, like most of the Japanese fans, but a lot of people did not like the way he left
Hmm.
because he didn't put over anybody. He just went out kicking and screaming like, "Ha, I'm the guy. Fuck you." And it pissed off a lot of people. Nakamura, when he left, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like, "Hey, this has happened." He left like on his back. Like his last match, he took loss. Like he fucking lost like a normal person. He lost to Kenny Omega. He lost to a bunch of like he just lost on his way out. And Kenny was coming up because this was like Kenny's big shot at becoming a heavyweight. And he lost in a tag match to Kenny Omega where everybody was like, "Oh shit, Kenny's a guy now." And it's like he did all of that. Okada, nah, man, I ain't losing to nobody. Had the trios title at the end. Didn't even drop him. Was like, nah, fuck you. They had to put a tournament for it because he just left. He had a match with Kaito Kiyomiya and screwed him over, and then he never got his fucking revenge. So he's just sitting there in a worse spot. It just was bad. People just, I came out here and bitched about it because it was so bad.
They had him like a loser, which he's not,
He,
but yeah.
dude, like fucking Okada just ran through everybody, did everything just like the fucking monster that he is. And it's like some people were like, hey, well, he deserves it. Everybody else was like, you didn't put over any of the young guys. Even the young guys was like, you didn't put any of us over. Fucking Suji was like, I'm glad you're fucking gone because you didn't put any of us over. Like it was bad. It was fucking bad. It was fucking bad. So that was that. And there's nothing really else to talk about. Like after SmackDown Collision, we will have more to talk about
All right.
because we'll probably know if Nakamura is going to face Tanahashi by then, and we'll figure out what's going on there. And maybe another story will break soon that would be fun or newsworthy. Any
Yeah.
last words?